Greetings. This is your instructor, James Shelton, welcoming you to another video on this Getting Started week. Um, Welcome to the course. Many of you have already responded to the Introduce Yourself forum. I want to thank you for that. And if you haven't done that yet, you do have until Sunday to complete your initial post and your responses to classmates just by way of review. Please try to get those initial posts in by Friday before your head hits the pillow, Friday night, and your two posts of at least 50 words in response to two of your classmates by Sunday night before your head hits the pillow as well. I'm going to do a series of these this week. There'll be another one coming on Friday. I want to go through these assignments. There's quite a bit of work in this course if you haven't already been kind of perusing around in it. But I want to just kind of introduce you uh, to the different parts of the course. So in this video, I'm going to focus on your quizzes. Again, I don't want these to be long videos. If we get through the quiz part of this video, I'll shift over to some of the discussions. But as you can see, I've shared my screen with you here on Canvas. As you can see, we have a quiz each week. Not this week, not Getting Started week, but your first quiz. And they are all over the readings, all right, that we are going to be doing in your textbook. Now, these quizzes are over the readings for week one. And in the guidelines for each of these, it's going to tell you what those readings are. You're going to be reading N.T. Wright's After You Believe, the introduction in chapter one. And you're going to be reading Marjorie Thompson's Soul Feast, again, the introduction in chapter one. Now, this quiz contains both multiple choice and true false assessments. Once you begin the quiz, you'll have 1 hour to complete it. It will be submitted when time has expired, regardless of whether you have answered all of the questions. Okay. And all of the quizzes will be exactly like this. So just know that when you start it, you're on the clock. And what these quizzes do is check to make sure that the reading is being done each week. And they all follow the same pattern. And these quizzes are due on the Sunday, the end of each week. So the end of week one is June 29. So please try to get these in after you have finished your reading. Pace yourself throughout the week to get these in. They are 100 points each. And so that is a look at the quizzes. And you'll see when you go in to take one. If you've had quizzes in other courses, then you understand that. If you have any questions, just hit me up with that, and I'll be glad to talk to you about it. Now, what I want to do from here is I want to move to the discussions. Beginning next week, which is week one, if you'll notice here on Canvas, each week you're going to have two different forums, two different discussion topics. One is going to be on spiritual maturity forum. One is called the Spiritual Maturity Forum, and I'm going to click on this right here and just do a quick overview. There is a video for you to have watched on the overview of spiritual maturity. And then we give you questions, prompts for you to answer, and you'll see them here. They're bulleted. And again, if you haven't seen my first video welcoming you guys to the course, I am a stickler for word counts. So make sure you pay good attention to that. But as you can see here, the three prompts for this one, and I'm just going to show you the ones for week one, is kind of because like the quizzes, they follow the same format. When you hear the word spiritual maturity, what do they mean to you? And then respond with 2 or 3 sentences. And from what you know, how does a person grow spiritually? Respond with 2 to 3 sentences. And then what would you love to learn about spiritual growth and spiritual maturity? Again, respond 2 to 3 sentences. Now, your original post needs to be at least 250 words. You need to also cite or reference course resources in order to receive full credit. So maybe there's something in one of the readings that is pertinent to this from your textbooks. Perhaps there's something in the lecture from Dr. Reese. Make reference to that, and I'll be looking for that. and those need to be turned in by Friday. And it says by midnight, but as long as it's in Friday before your head hits the pillow, if that's 3 a.m., you're going to be okay. Um, and you need to respond to at least one other student's post, and that post is due by midnight on Sunday. Okay. Now, what you don't see here is a word count for the your responses to your classmates. Um, your responses need to be thoughtful, and for me as your instructor, those need to be between 75 and 125 words to engage with your classmate. All right. And we have some guidelines here for your response post as well. So you'll want to take a look at all of that. Um, and we don't want, I dig what you said, or hey, that's what I believe, or something like that. We want a bit more of a substantial response to these discussions. Okay, so that's going to be a spiritual maturity forum. It's not going to be the same questions every week, but that's kind of the guide, and there all the prompts are there for you. And if you have any questions, again, let me know. Now, each week, the other forum, the discussion topic you're going to be doing is video discussion forum. These are going to be over some of the videos that you're going to be watching throughout the course. Like this first one, we're inviting you to go on a scavenger hunt. The idea of spiritual formation may be new for some of us. For others, it's a way of life. Dr. Reese invites us to go on a scavenger hunt. Go out on the internet and search the words spiritual formation. Read 3 or 4 websites, definitions, or explanations. Make sure you provide the links to the websites you visit. Please let me know where you got your definitions. Also, try to find different websites than the ones your classmates use in their forum posts. I mean, you can look and see what they use. But you're going to summarize what you find by answering the following questions in at least 250 words. Each student is required to post an original initial post again by Fridays, and then, of course, your response by Sundays. And here are the prompts for you. I will not take the time to go through all of this because it's basically the same as the spiritual maturity one. So again, we want substantial, keeping the conversation going. And at the end of this video, which is now, I will remind you that for the first week, for this week with the Introduce Yourself Forum, and for week 1, I'm going to give grace on the original posts being in after Friday. But beginning week 2, which begins Monday, June 30th, that second week of class, original posts must be submitted for the forums before your head hits the pillow on Friday nights. If it's posted on Saturday afternoon, I will not give credit for that. However, you can receive some credit on the discussion forums by responding to others with your responses. So just because you don't get credit for your initial response, you can still go in and respond to classmates and receive some credit. Okay. And the reason for that is this gives your classmates time to respond to yours, gives you time to respond to theirs, and it takes the place of that in-class discussion that we would have if we were a traditional class in a classroom. Okay. So not trying to be a bummer, but just want to let you know that we definitely need to get those in. Okay. All right. So this video is all about quizzes and discussions. The next video that you're going to be receiving, which will be Friday, is going to be over the written assignments, the bigger written assignments throughout the course. And I'll have a lot more to say about that. If you have any questions at all about anything, don't hesitate to reach out. Some of you already have. Thank you for doing that. That's why I'm here. I'm going to, as some of you have already seen, I'm very quick to respond to your queries and interact with you in the Introduce Yourself forum. And I look forward to our time together. So that's it for tonight. God bless you. Thank you so very much for the opportunity to journey with you through this material. And I look forward to hearing from you, reading your work, and engaging with you on spiritual formation over the next couple of months. So God bless you. Go Skyhawks, and see you soon.